What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name's GD and we are back with another idiot's guide. Just so there's no confusion, it's called an idiot's guide because it is by an idiot, not for an idiot. So let's just not get confused with that. Don't want no hate brought my way from an idiot. That's why I've named it an idiot's guide. Right, this is the second video in this series. The first video we went into the skills and we did the first two. We did perception and we did strength. So next we're going to go into fortitude. Your combat perks will start with the brawler, which is for your fist books. So you will get like steel knuckles and stuff like that. So you can just play fists only if you want to. A series I did and actually really enjoyed. But this one is learn martial arts and use your fists to stun, knock down, disarm and ragdoll your opponent. Boost loot odds of finding Furious Fists magazines. If you want to do fists, you pump some points into brawler. Brawlers do, this is just like the kind of things. It's tired of being bullied by the undead. Zombies can't bite if you knock their damn teeth out. Knuckled weapons deal 10% more damage. Punches to the head negate infection ability. Stamina costs are reduced by 8% and 15% for power attacks. Find more knuckle weapons and parts in loot. So you punch them in the face. If they get you, there's less chance of them infecting you. That's what that sounds like to me. So that's your brawler. It's your fists, and you just punch their teeth out. Then you've got machine gunner. Tactical warfare books, machine guns. That's basically it. Become a commando using assault rifles to slay your foes. Boost loot odds of tactical warfare magazines. Top one of this, spray and pray is your thing. Machine guns deal 10% more damage, 5% faster fire rate, and 10% faster reload. Find more machine guns, parts, and 7.62 ammo in loot. Next one down is lightning hands. It's grayed out because we need level 2, the full level 2 in the fortitude. So this one here, before that will get illuminated so you can actually click on it. But it's pulverize your enemies with faster brawling strikes. You have really developed your quick jab. Punching is 5% faster. And up we go, 10%, 15%, 20%, 15%. Then you've got your survival perks. So you've got your huntsman and your pain tolerance. We'll go into the mastery at the end there. So huntsman, specialize in hunting your prey and harvesting more meat, bone, and leather. So you take down a deer or a coyote or even like a zombie dog or a wolf or something like that. You will harvest more resources from those. You are on the path of the huntsman. Harvest 20% more resources from animals using any bladed tool or weapon. So I believe that is a knife, an axe, pickaxe, possibly. Don't know about a shovel. Would a shovel be classed as a bladed? Don't know. I might have to test that out actually. So that's what you want to do if you just want to get more meat and stuff like that from your animals. Pain tolerance. Specialize in shrugging off blows, fighting through pain, and staying in the fight when others would be down for the count. First one on here, yeah, you like to think you are tough because you don't have a glass jaw anymore. Reduce HP loss by 5%, 20% less chance to get stunned. So if you get stunned in game, you kind of get like a concussive kind of thing, and it slows you down, so you can't like run away or fight through it as quick. So getting rid of that really does help you progress and move through the game. Okay, so that's your pain tolerance. Kind of does exactly what it says in the tin. It helps you take pain better, if that's that's even English. Anyway, Siphoning Strikes. This is a brand new one. With every hit, you take a piece of them. So, first cut is the top one on there. Your first taste of combat fuels you. Melee kills grant 2% health. So, it will boost your health up by 2 health points every kill. Every kill with a melee weapon. So, melee weapons will be knuckles and knives, and stun batons as well, I think. Oh, and bats as well, and sledgehammers actually. So they're all kind of melee weapons. Then you come down, you've got 4 health points for every kill, 6, 8, and finally 10. You gain 10 health points back for every kill. It's a really good one to have, actually. You've got your healing factor. Now, I'll read through this, but if it's still the same, then I would recommend that you don't go into this. Specialise in boosting your natural healing rates as long as you're not starving. Self-healing will not work when you are out of food or water. So basically, when you get hit and your health points come down, it will boost your health back up again, but it will take away food and water. Now, early game, food and water is an absolute must. Sometimes it's really difficult to come across it, and you can be down into like sort of 10-15% on both, and you're really struggling. You don't want to get hit with that, because it will just take more of your food and water away to give you your health. When your food and water is low, it's going to drop your health anyway. So I don't usually use this one. So, but just I'll read out the first one. It's like, you must have a fast metabolism and gain 1 health every 35 seconds with natural healing. Critical injuries heal 20% faster. But excuse me. But I would recommend personally probably to not use them. I normally go Iron Gut and Cardio. So Iron Gut is specialized in gastrointestinal health, to use less calories and gain more benefits from food. Use less oxygen whilst diving. Diving's more of a thing in 2.0. We've got a lot more water based bases now, where you have to kind of dive down and go under and through and come up into like a different cave or a different cavern or something. So they're really cool POIs. So you will need that at some point, but I've never really struggled with it, to be honest. But the first one here, your stomach health isn't perfect, but it's better than the average wastelanders. Reduce food and water loss from physical exertion by 5%. So by running around and stuff like that, you won't use quite as much. So hold your breath at 84 seconds. Chance of dysentery is reduced by 1%. Buffs from consumables last 10% longer. So dysentery you will get from eating your sham sandwiches if you don't have a vitamin as well, and also just drinking water from a water source like a river or a lake or something like that will give you the chance of dysentery. It will also take some health away from you as well. So probably don't do that. Just boil your murky water in a cooking pot on a campfire, and you'll be good to go. Last one in here, apart from the mastery, is cardio. Train your body in the #1 tactic against the zombie menace, running away from them. I do that a lot. Just put one foot in front of the other, increase stamina regen by 10% when sprinting. And again, you go up 20, 30, 40, you know, all the way up. Oh, that permanently add 25 max stamina. Oh, I see. And permanently adds an additional 25 max stamina. So by getting these two, you get an extra 50 on your stamina bar, which is bloody damn good, actually. So yeah, so that just helps you run faster for longer, basically. You've got the mastery here. Master Fortitude skills. Killing an enemy will instantly stop a bleeding injury without using a bandage. Really good perk to get into. I feel just the first one here is really, really good, because you'll see, you'll get hit, and then you've got to, really, before you can put your bandage on, you've got to finish off that kill. You've got to get rid of that zombie before you can put a bandage on. Either that or you've got to run away quick. But if that's a feral, you ain't going to run away from a feral easily. So just by finishing that kill off will stop that bleeding. Really, really good perk to have. Then you've got, after recovering from an infection, you're immune to further infection for 2 real world hours. That's great. That's really, really good. But you have to actually recover from an infection, I believe. So if you are infected, so let's say 5%, and you can get that down to 3%, but it's still coming down, I think if you get hit, it will still go up. I think you need to actually be cured of the infection for that to work. And then you've got, turns out the undead have more than just bad breath. They're not valuable dental work too. Fist weapons have a 10% chance to gain silver or gold teeth fillings from zombie kills. That's really, really cool. So your fists, basically, punch them in the face, take their teeth, and sell them for money. How cool is that? Nothing can shake your will to survive permanently adds 50 max health, and this is 50 max health as well. So if you want to boost your health up, you put your mastery in, and then cardio will also boost up your stamina. So there you go, your blue bar and your red bar. Pretty damn good. Right, now let's pop into the agility one. Combat perks, we've got archery, which is your bows, gunslinger, which is your 9mm, so your pistols and your SMGs. Deep cuts will be your blades. First off, into archery. So if you are going into bows, you want your bow hunter books, spec into some archery will help you get bow books in loot. Just going to read off the first one on the top there. Many start on the path of the ranger, but few can reach it. Bows deal 10% more damage, 10% faster aim, draw and reload with bows. Find more bow parts in loot, or bows and parts in loot. You'll notice that further through the game, when you just start out, like a stone axe or a bow, stuff like that, you can just craft them. When you start getting up into the steel stuff, you are going to need steel tool parts. You are going to need shotgun parts, pistol parts. You're going to need all of them, and you will find all of those. By speccing into these categories will help you find those parts for later on in the game. Come down to gunslinger. Settle your disputes the old way and be a gunslinger in the apocalypse. Master the use of handguns and SMGs. Boost loot odds of handgun magazines. Handgun magazines. It's a double magazine there, which is fine. So you've got pea shooter. You're no wire up, but you're better than the average drifter. Handguns deal 10% more damage, 5% faster fire rate, and 10% faster reload with handguns. You will find your reload is also coming up just a little bit further down. Find more handguns, parts, and 9mm ammo in loot. Deep cuts will be your knives. Specialise in using bladed weapons like knives or machetes, not axes, to bleed your foes dry. Boost loot odds of knife guy magazines. You might have a dull blade, but you know how to use it. Bladed weapons deal 10% more damage, inflict up to 3 bleeding wounds on an enemy, and a power attack inflicts 2. Every attack refreshes the duration on bleeding. Enemies run 10% slower while bleeding. Stamina costs are reduced by 10% and 15% for power attacks. Find more bladed weapons and parts in loot. Now, me, if you've watched any of my series, you will see I run knives a lot. They are really, really good. They're a great early weapon as well. So, hack up a little corpse on the floor with your axe. Get yourself some bones. Make a bone knife. You won't regret that. That is for sure. Whirlwind again needs to be unlocked by speccing into the second one on agility. But it's learn to swing your blades faster and become a whirlwind of destruction and carnage. They won't see it coming. Knife attacks are 5% faster. 10%, blah, 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 up to 25% faster. Then you've got some perks to do with athletics. Run and gun. This is what I was saying. You will find that if you shoot all of the bullets in the chamber of a weapon, you have to reload it. If you are running away, when you hit the reload button, you will slow down your run, so the zombies will be able to catch up with you. This kind of negates it the further you go into it. Improve your hit fire accuracy and run faster while reloading any ranged weapon. So any gun and any ranged one would be archery as well then. Aiming is overrated. Just shoot first and ask questions later. Hit fire accuracy is improved by 5%. Movement penalty when reloading is reduced to 40%. And then it works its way up. There's no movement penalty when reloading when you get to the top one there. So that's a really good one to do if you're running any kind of ranged weapon. Hard target. Dodge, weave and evade. Your quick reflexes make you a difficult mark. When moving, take 10% less damage. I haven't specced into this yet, I don't think, but it's a really good one to have. So you've got 10% less damage, 20, 30, 40, and then 50% less damage. It's a great perk to have. So as long as you're moving and you get hit, it's 50% less damage. That can only be good, right? Parkour. Absolutely have to have parkour. You can't really have it. You don't really want to play the game without. You can't really play the game without having something into parkour. That is for damn sure. And I was now about to show you why. Now this unlocks at agility level 2, so you've got to pop it into there. Specialize in acrobatically getting anywhere you want to go, no matter how far up or how far down that may be. You could do a few moves, but mostly just falling on your face. Reduce stamina cost by jumping by 10%. Increases safe fall distance by 1 meter. Stuntman is the best one to do. You can jump 1 meter higher, which means you can jump 2 blocks. I believe that's still a thing. Yes, it is still a thing. So, because I just remember I did it in the streamer weekend. So you can jump 2 blocks. Zombies can't. Zombies can only jump 1 block. You can jump 2, which can get you out of a hell of a lot of trouble. Also, if you are out fighting like a horde in the road, if you keep jumping while they're trying to fight you, it completely messes with their AI and they'll just head off somewhere and start going beating up a lamppost or something. Parkour. Definitely do not sleep on it. It's really, really, really good. Agility mastery we'll have a look at in a minute. Hidden strike. Specialise in catching your enemies unaware while you are sneaking and they are resting or wandering aimlessly. You are a cutthroat who prefers to operate from the shadows and use stealth and sneak tactics. Sneak attacks deal an extra 50% damage. So as long as they don't hear you, you'll get your sneak damage on that. Okay, so anything, as long as they don't hear you, so it works for any weapon, pretty much. Then we've got From the Shadows. Specialise in sneaking around in the dark and making less noise in general. Hide in the shadows 13% more effectively. Noises from actions are muffled by 10%. Sneak movements is 10% faster. And enemies will search for you for up to 50 seconds. So basically, you could just be a little bit quieter. There are also some books you can find which will also help with that as well. But books we will get into in another episode. Guys, I'm going to call that one another episode. We've done another 2-book series, or another 2 skill sets here. Fortitude and Agility. I'm recording these on the bounce, so the first one still hasn't gone out. I hope you are enjoying these little series. I'm trying to let people know roughly what they do. It kind of saves you. Sometimes for me, it's easier for somebody to read something out to me, for me to filter it and keep it in my head, rather than me reading it. So I hope this is helping you out. If it is, just drop me a comment. Let me know. Also, leave a like on this video, please. It tells me and it tells YouTube that this video is worth putting further out into the YouTube world. I really hope you are enjoying them. If you are, drop that like, drop that comment, but more importantly, look after yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you in the next episode.